Hey everyone, it's me, Mr. Pratt. With hybrid just a little less than a week away, I thought I would reach out with some updates about what's happening in the building and the safety precautions we will be taking next week. So let me just dive right into this presentation. So the Lanesboro Elementary safety precautions. But first, we're going to start with an update. The Lanesboro Elementary School Student Support Center is up and running. We have about 30 students in. They wear their masks the entire day. They get their recess. It's really great to see students interacting with teachers again, teachers interacting with students, paras interacting with students, and even more importantly, students interacting with students again. The schedule was finalized last night and pushed out to teachers, so you should be seeing that shortly. The cohorts went out maybe 2 weeks ago. Whether your student is in the AM or PM cohort should have been in an email. If you didn't get that email or maybe you just forgot, reach out to me and I'll get that information for you. Tonight at 6:30 p.m., there is a community update with the superintendent and other administrators. You can find more information on that from wlsschools.org. Also on wlsschools.org, you will see a reopening tab on the right-hand side of the opening banner. And if you scroll down on that, you'll see something that says Wellness Committee. And in that Wellness Committee folder, you will find a comprehensive summary of everything I'm about to go over. So, hybrid. The sample schedule is for a student that is attending school in the PM. So at 8:35, the student will open their Chromebook and go to homeroom, get their attendance taken. From 8:45 to 11:10, the student will have asynchronous work, IXL, they'll have screen breaks, they'll have their specialist, art, PE, music, media tech, etc., etc. At 11:10, the remote session stops, they eat lunch, they get a little break, and then they hop on a bus or they get in the car and they come to school. When they're in school, they have another attendance time between 12:20 and 12:30, and then is a quick afternoon meeting, math, ELA, social studies, or science. Now that's how it's going to work for Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Wednesday is completely remote. So at 8:35, they'll check in with their teacher, they will do a mini lesson. And then they'll have some async time, they'll have art, PE, they'll have social emotional learning with Mrs. Vile, which I'm really excited about. Then the middle of the day, they have lunch and recess. Then they check back in with their classroom teacher again. And then they have homeroom, ELA, more specials, more asynchronous time, and then the day is over at 3 o'clock. So if you have any questions about the schedule, please reach out to your teacher or myself. So the physical health screener. Parents must complete this every day online. Please fill it out online. If it's not filled out online, it makes getting students in the building very, very slow. If you answer yes to any of the questions, keep your child home and call your doctor. So again, your child will not be allowed in the classroom until this screener is filled out. So if you have any symptoms, you click yes on those symptoms, but mostly every day it'll be no, 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 no. This is also where you will order lunch for the week. I have more information about lunch coming up. So, building entrance and exit. Just like last year, the buses will come in, do the bus loop drop off, and now when they drop off, not all students are going to bustle through the main entrance. Each grade has their own individual entrance. So grade 6 is all the way back here, so they might have to walk all the way around the building to get into that entrance. Grade 1 is here, 2, 3 is at the main entrance, so on and so forth. Cars driving in. Drive in the same way you did last year. You come in the main entrance, drop off along the curb. Please do not get out of your car unless you absolutely have to. If your student is in a car seat, etc., at that time you can get out of the car. There's no reason to have adults out of the car at the bus drop off. And just go around after you drop off and exit. But please be careful. Pickup is the same thing. Buses come in on the bus loop, cars come in on the blue loop. Students come out of the entrances that they enter, right? So grade 6 is coming out of this exit at the bottom. They walk around to their bus, their car, they get in, they go. If you park in the close parking lot, that is okay to pick up your child. Make sure you get out of your car, walk to the sidewalk to pick your child up, and then quickly get in your car and move on to your next location. Classroom setup. All desks or tables are at least 6 feet apart. Each classroom has a sink with soap and water and hand sanitizer available. Students will be reminded of hand hygiene all the time. Desks are cleaned between the AM and PM sessions and again every evening. Mask policy. This is what you see in front of you was written and is the policy in the district policy manual. It pretty much says wear a mask all the time. Recess. If a grade level has recess, it will be outside whenever possible. Students wear a mask and practice social distancing while at recess. So if a student is on the jungle gym, they need to have their mask on. If students are more than 12 feet apart and they want to do a mask break, that's when they would do it. So it has to be more than 12 feet before they can take their mask off. Snack time. We're not really going to have a snack time unless we absolutely have to. No snacks can be eaten in the classroom. And this is in order to maximize the time on learning in the time that students are in the building. And then again, if a student requires a snack through a 504 or an IEP, the nurse will schedule those specific student snack times. Lunches. Lunch and breakfast is available for free until December 31st. Contact lunches at mgrhs.org for more information. Right now, lunch pickup is between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. Bathroom procedures. So when the students are in the school and they have to go to the bathroom, we have a procedure for that. The student will ask to go to the bathroom. The teacher will open the door, the student walks to the bathroom. The student sanitizes their hands before entering the bathroom. Student uses the bathroom, washes their hands prior to leaving the bathroom, and then the student returns to the classroom. When the student returns to the classroom, they can wash their hands or sanitize their hands again, and that way everyone, the adult knows that their hands are clean and that everyone is safe. So, worst case scenario, we have someone who is symptomatic. So what happens if you're symptomatic? Stay home. Call the doctor. Get tested. If the test is negative, you can come back to school within 24 hours of being asymptomatic. If the test is positive, stay home for at least 10 days and at least 3 days with no symptoms. If you're not tested, if you refuse to get tested, you need to stay home for 14 days. If you know, so second case, right? You're exposed to someone who has a positive test. Don't get tested right away. Wait 4 or 5 days to get tested. Stay home in those 4 to 5 days. After those 4 to 5 days, get tested. If your test is negative, and once you're asymptomatic for 24 hours, you can come back. If you test positive, stay home. If you're not tested, you'll have to stay home for 14 days. So lastly, there's a lot of tech information that needs to be shared. I'm going to show you where it is on the Lanesboro homepage, and you can get to this through your student's Chromebook. So here's the homepage. You might see your familiar teacher, Mr. McDonald's 4th grade, Mrs. Vile, Mrs. Price. You go to the left-hand side, you'll see Search Tools and Family Resources. And in this place, you'll find 4 families, training videos, and frequently asked questions. You can click through it, how to log into your Chromebook, accessibility features, etc., etc. Like poor sound. Maybe you have experienced poor sound lately. This is one way that you can correct it. So that is all I have for you today. As always, reach out to me with questions, concerns, comments, and I will do my best to address them in a timely manner. I hope you have a great rest of your day.